What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach here, back for another video, guys. And in this video, I wanted to bring an episode of the Wholesaling Mastermind that I recently released on the podcast, but I believe it's going to bring a lot of value to you all who watch the channel. So I hope that you all like this one. It's just going to be like a little image on the screen. I'm going to have a link to the podcast down below if you rather listen on the podcast, but I hope that you all enjoy it. Hit that like button now, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I want it all, expensive trip, exotic cars when I took that loss.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach here, back for another podcast, guys. And in this podcast, I just wanted to make a quick podcast just to talk about what are some of the best methods to actually get your name out there when you're a brand new wholesaler. No one knows who you are, and you're trying to create a presence. You're trying to build that brand and let the market know that you're actually available so they can shop with you. So I just wanted to make that podcast real quick. Let's go ahead. Let's just dive right on into it, guys. What's up, guys? It's Ed here. Just want to take a brief moment out of this podcast to tell you about one of our sponsors, and that's Spotify, guys. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to download the Spotify app and search for the Wholesaler Mastermind on Spotify, or browse podcasts in the Your Library tab. Also, make sure that you follow me so you never miss an episode of the Wholesaler Mastermind, guys. Now let's go ahead. Let's get back into this content. All right, guys. So I wanted to talk about this topic of how to actually create your presence, how to start off, because I've been talking to the brand new signups for the Wholesaling Mastermind group, guys. So if you all don't know already, I'm starting up my Wholesaling Mastermind group where we're going to be doing weekly group coaching sessions. You're going to get one-on-one coaching. You're going to get leads, all of my contracts. You're going to be able to text me throughout the month. Well, the people who have actually signed up for this amazing opportunity, links in the description of this podcast. The people who have signed up, though, we've been getting on some really great phone calls recently. And, I always have, I like to take my students through a process so they can understand what's really going to be required of them to actually get deals. And we always start off with how to create a presence. So I wanted to bring that to the podcast so you all can be able to benefit and gain some value from this. Okay, so when it comes to creating a presence, one of the first things that I recommend people look into is having a website. Okay, now I just have to mention that none of this stuff is required. It's all pretty optional. I've never seen anyone not get a deal because they didn't have any of these things. However, like when you're first starting off, no one knows you. You want to be as professional as possible, and you want people to actually have confidence in you that you can help them and get them to the closing table. So a website goes a long way in being able to help you project confidence and authority and credibility. If it comes to a website, what I recommend is that you all check out On Carrot. There's going to be a link in the description of this podcast where you can actually, I highly recommend click that link, check out On Carrot. They have websites for like $50 for one and up to $150 for 3 websites. But I love them because first off, they're pretty personalized. So you can have one that attracts motivated sellers. You can have one that's used for cash buyers. And you can have like a company main overview site. So I really like them mostly because of their search engine optimization or SEO capabilities. So when you first purchase an On Carrot website, it's going to instantly start ranking on Google, especially if you come from a smaller area and there's less competition, less investors using these same tools. Excuse me. there's going to be a lot more opportunity for you to be able to get some natural clicks coming in from Google. And that's the name of the game in all reality. Like more than 90% of people start their hunts online. If they're looking to sell a place or buy a place, more than 90% of those people start online. So if you've got an on-carrot website, you've got a presence established, people are going to find you on that first page of Google, and you're going to be getting natural clicks. Like I said, there's going to be a link in the description so you can check out On Carrot. I highly recommend it. It's my number one recommended website for real estate investors. Secondly, guys, outside of the website, but all of these things kind of mesh together like a hand in glove, and you'll understand it as I kind of go along. The next thing that I would recommend is having your own .com, your own domain name. Now, anybody can just, throw up a website on like WordPress or Wix.com or Weebly and all of these other sites. But if you don't have a .com, you just don't look as professional as someone who does. You don't want to have your website be like your name .blogspot.com. You want it to be like yourbusinessname.com. You want it to be very official. And so what I recommend, guys, is go over to GoDaddy.com. That's where I purchase all of my websites from. I got dozens of domain names. And typically, like if it's a decent domain name, you're going to pay about $12 for it. And this is actually going to go right into the next tip as well. So I do recommend having yourself a .com. And when you're in the process of checking out for that .com, like when you're purchasing it and they're trying to upsell you on all of this other stuff, one of the things that they're going to try to upsell you is a website. Not a website, an email address for your .com. I highly recommend purchasing that email address attached to your .com. So it'll be like you or your name at yourbusinessname.com. So you go ahead, go to GoDaddy, purchase your domain name, and in the process of checking out, add on an email address for an additional $5 a month. I highly recommend this, guys, because like I said, anybody can go out there and put up a website on Blogspot or Weebly or, all of these other sites. Nothing's wrong with that, but it looks way more professional to actually have a .com and have an actual business email address, because anyone can go out and just go get a Gmail address. So if a seller has to choose between this random person that calls them that has a Gmail address or you, which has your own .com, your own business email address, and a website set up, I don't think that I have to tell you all that you all will be the obvious choice over your competitors. Okay, so next on the list of things that I highly recommend that you do to create a presence and hit the ground running as a brand new wholesaler is gonna be business cards. And now business cards are super important because a lot of the people that you're going to be talking to when you're out here are going to be from the old school. So, these people, they grew up in a time where business cards were the only way to actually keep the information from the people that you talk to throughout the day. So they almost expect for you to have these business cards. And honestly, it kind of makes you look unprofessional if you don't have business cards. So this would be the one on this entire list that to me is kind of like a non-negotiable. You have to have these business cards. But like I said, if you really listen to what I told you before, all of these things kind of mesh. So on that business card, you want to have your .com. You want to have like your business email address. And what I didn't mention, which would be your business phone number. And we're going to dive into that next, actually. But the business cards are an absolute must, guys. So I recommend on the front side of your business card, make it pretty much about like we buy houses, essentially. Like have your business logo on there, maybe a picture of yourself, your title at the business, and all of your contact information. And then on the flip side of your card, I recommend having something letting them know that you'll pay them a referral fee to send you any vacant and distressed properties that they find. So that's what I have on the backside of my card. It tends to work very well when I'm distributing out the cards. We'll get a decent enough amount of calls about, hey, I came across this vacant property, or I have a vacant property. Will you give me a commission for that? Things like that. It's just so crazy. So give yourself the best opportunities to actually be able to get these deals. And you want to be giving these cards out to literally everyone you know, even people that you don't know. You want to meet random people. And when you meet them, give them a card and let them know that you buy and sell houses and that you're out here in real estate. And if they're trying to buy, they're trying to sell, if they know someone in that situation, that you can help them or their friends out. So the business cards are super important though, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Like I said, I've never seen anyone not get a deal for not having any of these things, but the business cards go a long way with kind of distributing your message to the market at large. And if you've got a big smile and a business card, people are way more likely to want to work with you, especially if those cards are really professional, because you've got a business email address, a website, a business phone number, and all of your other contact information on there as well. So let's just go right into the next one, which is going to be having that business telephone number. Now, I call this the money phone. A lot of people that's been working with me for a while, y'all remember me calling this phone the money phone. When that phone rings, you need to know that that's money on the other line, and you need to answer it appropriately and within the first couple rings. Okay, so, but you want to, I call it the money phone because it's a separate phone number than your regular phone number. You need to have a little bit of distance between you and your marketing phone number. And you also want to know when that phone rings, you want it to be a different ringtone. That's what I recommend more than anything else. Get a special phone number, and then when that phone number rings, have it ring with a different ringtone. And then every time that happens, you know that that's money calling. Maybe put on like a special song or something like that, to where like make the ringtone like a special song, like a money song or something, like every day I'm hustling or something like that. Every time that phone rings, you're like, oh, that's money right there. Let's go. So y'all get where I'm coming from. Get yourself pumped and get yourself into an area to be able to take that call professionally, and get out of the noisy room that you're in right now, whatever it may be. Get that business phone number. Here's a couple sites that I recommend to check out to get that business phone number from. Number one would be CallRail. CallRail, like a rail on some stairs. Okay, callrail.com. I highly recommend that you check it out. They have an app as well. It works amazingly. They give you up to 10 phone numbers that you can use, and you can actually kind of like customize your phone numbers to a certain degree. But they give you like 4 options every time that you choose a new phone number, and you get to choose like the area code. So, if I'm targeting the city of Chicago, then I'm likely going to have a 773 area code. If I'm going to have a bandit sign in the suburbs, then I'm going to have a 708 area code. So, kind of play with that, kind of, get the right phone numbers, and you want them to be easy to remember phone numbers too. So any type of repeating numbers or any numbers that look easier to remember, use those versus the random phone numbers that seem like they would be harder to memorize. Kind of keep that in mind as well. So phone numbers are very, very important. Another site that you could check out for that phone number is Vumber. So like number, but with a V. And using Vumber, that will allow you, I think that they give you like 2 phone numbers and you pay like $10 a month. CallRail is 10 phone numbers, but it's like $45 a month. So you can kind of pick your poison with that one. Depending on how much marketing you're doing, Vumber may be a better option. Anyway, so guys, that's pretty much like the gist of like most of the stuff. But then lastly, the last thing that I recommend to kind of create a presence, get your name out there, let the market know who you are so they can actually shop with you, is gonna be flyers. Now, flyers are probably the form of like the cheapest form of marketing period that you can use outside of I'd say text message marketing and ringless voicemail drops. Like flyers are where it's at. Super, super cheap. And you can go post these up all throughout your community. Some areas where I like to post flyers are like currency exchanges, libraries. You could put them on like trees, like right in front of vacant properties. You could put them at anywhere that has a community board. You can go to universities and colleges. You can go to laundromats, anywhere where you can post it up legally. Post it up legally. It costs you like 10 cents or less most times for a print. So you want to have like pretty much like the same format as your business card with maybe a picture of you, maybe a picture of your logo and your job description at your place and all of your contact information, as well as letting people know that if they find vacant or distressed properties, that you'll pay them a commission for that. Okay, so flyers are absolutely golden, super, super cheap. You could put them way more places. You could put them in more locations that you can place a bandit sign. Bandit signs, they may get you more phone calls. However, depending on your location, bandit signs may not work. They may be illegal, or like the bandit sign police, quote unquote, may be calling your phone telling you that you need to come take down your bandit signs or they're going to fine you. So if that's the case for you, definitely check out flyers. But like I said, all of these methods kind of go hand in glove with one another. And also, like I said, I've never seen anyone not get a deal for not having any one of these individually. But I do believe that if you start off the game, if you start off wholesaling and you hit the ground running with a website, you've got business cards, you've got a business phone number, you've got flyers, you've got like your own .com, and you've got like a business email address and a website. Yes, I said a website. So it's like if you got all of that, you look a whole lot better than your competitors who don't have those same aspects or those same benefits that you do. So I highly recommend that you all get all of these creative presence aspects kind of taken care of as soon as possible, or as early as possible in your wholesaling career, because trust and believe, after you talk to a person on the phone, they get online and they go vet you. So lastly, what I didn't mention, and this is going to be the last point that I'm going to make here, is that you've got to make sure that you clean up those social media profiles. Because I've literally seen people miss out on $8,000 deals because they were smoking weed on their Facebook page. So make sure that if you've got anything controversial, anything that can be seen in a negative light, you want to remove all of that stuff from all of your profiles online. You don't want to look down the line and you're getting Me Too'd 5 years from now because of some stuff that you had on your page or whatever. So make sure that you do everything in your power to, just go back, clean up those social media profiles. You want to have unshakable reputation, online and offline for that matter. You want to be one person and you want to have integrity and be an honest person. So online and offline, start becoming the person that you're telling everybody that you are now. Like, just live that one life. That's the best thing that you can do. Like, don't be some extra hood dude online and stuff, and then when you're getting on the phone with these buyers, you're all soft and gentle like a teddy bear. Look, just be you. If you a hood dude, then just be a hood dude. Honestly, it's like, don't try to change for nobody. Just be you, but create that presence and let people know who you are. And people purchase based on genuineness. They purchase on integrity and honesty, and they feel like this is somebody that I can trust and work with, and they can help me actually get there. So just be you. But at the same time, don't have anything controversial on your page, man. Just do yourself a favor and remove all of that controversial stuff. Anyway, though, guys, I'm not going to keep this going for too much longer. But, guys, look, if y'all want to join my Wholesaler Mastermind group where we hop on the phone calls, I've been hopping on phone calls all week this weekend. I've been having these types of conversations with my brand new coaching clients who came on to the Wholesaler Mastermind group. I want to be able to help you all out as well. If you want that help, if you want somebody that can kind of walk you through these processes, take you hand by hand and make sure that you actually get it. Somebody that's not going to judge you or make you feel bad because you haven't gotten it done yet, but also somebody that's going to hold you accountable and push you towards those goals. Go ahead and join the Wholesaler Mastermind group, guys. I'm actually cutting off registration this Sunday. No matter how many people we have up in there, like after this Sunday, the price is going to go up substantially. So I'm doing like an intro price right now. So like literally, if you listening to this anytime this week of October the 24th, I believe, if you're listening to this week, guys, it is possible to join the Wholesaler Mastermind group for just $25. So if you're interested, check it out with the links in the description of this video. You'll get all of the bonuses. So it's $25. I just want to be very transparent and clear with you all. If you just want the coaching set, not the coaching session, but just the weekly group coaching sessions, that's just $25 a month, guys. We're going to be doing weekly live group coaching sessions every single Wednesday. I believe I'm going to do it at, and it's going to be live, and we're going to have a replay of those sessions just in case you missed it. Now, if you want all of the bonuses like the one-on-one coaching, all of my files that I use to run my business, you want the leads that I'm going to give you, and access to my Wholesaler University course. I actually upgraded. I was going to give out Freedom GPS, but I decided to just upgrade it and just go ahead and give you all my $500 course, Wholesaler University. And then also texting access. If you want all of those bonuses included, it's $25 for the first 7 days. You can start up right now. For $25, you can come out to the first session and everything. After the first 7 days, it's $99 a month going forward. Okay, so you'll be charged on that 7th day, if I'm not mistaken as well. I just want to be very clear, transparent, and honest with you all. I don't want y'all wasting y'all time, but I would love to be able to work with more of my podcast listeners. I love you guys, man. Y'all keep me going. So I would love to be able to work with you all. Some of you all that's listening to this podcast are members of the Wholesaler Mastermind group, and I can't wait for us to get it up and running this upcoming Wednesday. Like I said, registration ends this Sunday though. So if you're interested, you need to move quickly, because once either spots fill up or this Sunday comes, it's a wrap. Anyway, though, guys, that's about it, man. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this podcast. I hope that y'all got some actual game from this one. I'm not going to keep it going on too much longer, but just know that I'm here for you all, guys. Anyway, I hope that you all having a blessed rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one, guys. Let's get it.